Good morning, everyone. It's crunch time. Sorry, I thought we had more time than that. Steven's looking at me from downstairs like, come on, you should have been watching. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't miss it by that much. I looked up and everyone was like, crunch? So, yeah. Steven's making coffee and Pop-Tarts and he's coming up now.
I was a little, just a little behind, huh?
Yeah, just a little behind.
Just a little behind. I had to reset up everything this morning.
Yeah. You know, I had to set up a light, camera again.
Yeah, the camera's the pain.
Yeah.
Because I changed literally everything about the camera last night, so that's why.
Yeah.
Hi, folks. Welcome to breakfast stream. Welcome to Tuesday.
Did you think about that?
Yeah. I don't. Everyone's mind works in different ways. My mind, when it's searching for the information, there's a certain amount of time where it searches without song, and then when it gets to like this point, it's like, oh, we're still trying to figure it out. Do hold music. So then my brain just while my brain like looks for the end. It's like, what is today? I think everyone's got their own hold music. I would like to think. The setup might be a little different.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I'm noticing. I think the last time we had it set up, we didn't have as much headspace. Not headspace for us, but headspace like for like the games. Because I don't feel like we saw this stack. Whatever. It's hard. We had to change stuff. We shot something last night. And I don't even want to like... I haven't edited it yet. So like there's always the fear. The fear lives within me of like... What if it just... The drive's corrupted? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if I want to like tease anything. Because like, what if I get to plug it up and it's like, oh, it's broken. And I'd be like, oh, so this isn't happening. So, but it was fine. It was neat. Why would you suspect that? But everyone's saying bumpers. Psh. Well, who told you that? Who told you? Why would you think that? That's a big assumption. Anyway. I've been busy with like a million other things.
Uh-huh.
And we got around to doing something last night. And you know, I was like, I want to shoot this with the Blackmagic camera. I was like, that would be fun. Let's do that. And Matt was like, are you sure? And I was like, She's like, isn't the file size going to be like gigantic? I was like, I was like, but you know what else? I was like, we can shoot it in 10-bit and I'll have a lot more flexibility with like color. I was like, this seems pretty good. So that's what we did. Was it fun though? Like, because I have never, to my knowledge, and I might be misremembering, was it fun? Like, because I don't think I've ever roped you into Stephen George doing a short film before.
Not really.
So that was like the first time you've done it.
Yeah.
That wasn't your answer to was it fun, right? Not really wasn't your answer to was it fun. I'm hoping.
That was to have I roped you into this before.
Okay. But you had a good time.
I did. I just wish it didn't take as long, and now I'm tired. So.
Took a while. But it's fine. Yeah, it's nice. It was nice. So we'll take a bit on it. People are saying Pikmin and Ocarina of Time. Okay, so yeah, we technically did those projects for LPs, but this is
This is
different.
a little bit more.
Those were
This
very
was storyboarded and
yeah. Those things were run and gun. Gave Dan camera and was like, I'll just do a thing here, and like we shot those things within an hour.
I mean, that was the same with the bumpers last year. As they were just like, what would be funny? Film that.
Yeah. And I was like, if I'm gonna do this myself at home, like I'm gonna put a little more care into it, so I did. It's fun. It was fun. It took several hours. But it was fun. It was fun. Sachi, I'm glad you're liking Michael's videos. Doing the Lunch Bunch videos has been really fun. There's been some perplexed folks over Michael's. That's what some people feel. It's a beautiful avant-garde experience. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just to catch everyone up to speed, on Thursdays, so the past like 3 weeks, I think 3 or 4 weeks,
3 or 4
on the vlog, we have been letting all of the Lunch Bunch folks film something, and then we put it into the vlog, and it's just a fun way to like keep up with everybody. And Michael has decided to use this opportunity to make these really like bizarre PSAs or so. Like I don't know. Just watch any vlog from the past 3 weeks that fell on a Thursday, and you'll know.
Well, one just came out, and the thumbnail is Michael.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's the most recent vlog right now. Yeah. It's great. 63 Phil said, do their clips force you to wait a couple of days to edit the vlogs? My rule for them is that I'm going to edit the Thursday vlog on Friday. So I said, before you go to bed on Thursday, send something. If you send something, I'll include it. And that's basically how it works. So, yeah. Because and we have a group chat on Facebook for Lunch Bunch, and I basically said just post the video in there. I can pull it out, so post it in there. I'll download it and include it in the vlog. And that's what I've been doing. And people aren't required to do it. Obviously, they don't work for me.
Which is why some weeks some people aren't in it.
Yeah. But yeah. If people want to do it and they include stuff, then I think it's fun for me to include it, because it's like it gives us a chance to like look at other people and see what they're doing, and then also I think it's fun for viewers because it's completely like random content that we don't know what it's going to be. Anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, this is nice and warm to hold.
God, I am...
Hungry?
Yes, and I am definitely a little tired.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Definitely like a little... If at any point Mao and I seem just a tiny bit off, we definitely are. There will be a nap today.
C Gamer says, so how much Kringle is left? 3. We only finished the one, I froze the rest. Steven made me.
My mom brought Easter sweets over. So
now we have Easter sweets.
So it never ends. It needs to end.
Yeah.
It needs to end badly. But yeah, we went from cake to Kringle, finished the Kringle and froze the other 3, and now we are working on these sweets that my mom sent. It's a lot.
Yesterday we went to the grocery store.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
That is a good story.
We took our taxes to our tax friend. And, Because they still need to get done.
Is that like Harry Potter's big friend?
Yeah.
Tax friend.
And then we were like, oh, we need buns so we can make these brats. So we went to Walmart, which I had heard was closing at 11 now, so they could, like, stock and sanitize. And we get there and, like, we close at 8, and it's 8:30.
No, they closed at 8:30.
Oh, and it was,
they closed
like,
at
just
8:30,
after?
and it was 8:30.
Yeah.
Like, as we walked up, they were closed. And we were like, oh. Okay. So then we got back in the car, and I was like, well, what time does Publix close? And she was like, half an hour ago. And I'm like, oh. And then I was like, what time does Bolanos close? And I was like, Bolanos is open. And I was like, let's go to Bolanos.
There was something we needed that we didn't end up needing last night for what we did. And Bolanos had it. So we're like, oh, Bolanos will have that too. So we went.
You should say what it is.
We needed fishing line. And Walmart would have had fishing line.
We ended up not needing it.
But Publix did not have fishing line, so I was kind of glad this worked out because Bolanos had it.
We needed fishing line for the original idea, and then we completely rewrote the entire idea from scratch because we were like, oh god, we can't do this all in one night. Because I know myself, and I was like, I know how much effort I'm going to put into this, and I was like, this idea is too big. This is a 2-day idea. I was like, I don't have 2 days. I have tonight, so we're not doing that.
Not David Lynch said it, but I thought I was tax friend.
You are tax friend. You and Drek, honorary tax friends.
And someone else said, why are you shopping at 8:30 at night? We were going out for the taxes because we had to do it at a certain time, and we're like, well, we're out. Let's go get the stuff because then we don't have to make another trip out later.
Yeah. But the moral of the story is that we went to Bolanos.
Oh yeah, Bolanos.
And we get into Bolanos, and
which is an IGA.
Yeah, it's an IGA. It's a I guess it's local. There's Bolanos is like a very strictly a local thing.
It's a family. That's the last name.
And we went, and I haven't been there in a long time.
The last time I went was a year ago for the last Coliseum.
Oh, yeah?
That was the only time I've been to Bolanos, and it's really nice.
That's actually the last time I was there, too. Anyway, so we go in. Good music. We go in, and we go down, like, the milk and egg aisle. I can't do this. I will fall asleep. And surprisingly, like, packed with stuff. And I was like, huh, it's pretty good. I mean, like, there was a few things, like, for, like, milk, there was a few milks missing, right?
Yeah.
But otherwise, it looked pretty good. So then we start looking at some of the other things. I'm like, oh, they have this. Oh, they have that. Oh, they have this. They had meat. They had chicken.
Yeah, it was the first time we've seen chicken in a month.
Chicken. They had
toilet paper.
Tons of toilet paper.
You couldn't buy a pack.
Yeah, they didn't sell them by the pack. They sold them individually. And they had a limit, I believe, on them. But they had tons of toilet paper. And I was like...
They had flour. They didn't have any of the normal stuff I buy for, like, sanitizing. But they did have, like, an industrial bottle of, like, hard surface sanitizer.
The only thing they were out of, was Clorox wipes.
Yeah, and, like, 409 spray kind of thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that was it. They were a little light on bread.
Because we needed the buns, and they only had, like, hoagie rolls, and that's what we got.
Yeah, we got hoagie rolls from a local... It's a local bakery, and then they have the bread from the local bakery. But otherwise, they had, like, a ton of stuff. So, I was excited. Mike said, were they expensive? It was pretty comparable to Publix, probably. And Publix is probably not the cheapest grocery store.
I grew up going to IGA, and IGA, at least where I was in Wisconsin, was known for being more of like a cheap grocery store. And so this is a really nice IGA. Like they have this amazing deli and like a seating area, and
I don't think it was terribly expensive compared to other grocery stores in the area, basically. If you want to save the most money, like Walmart.
People are wondering what an IGA is. It's just a grocery store.
So like I'm trying to think of like I'm gonna try and think of like tiers, like Aldi. Like Aldi is the cheapest groceries you can probably get, right? So Aldi is about the cheapest you can get. Above that would be like Walmart, and then above that would be Publix, IGA, Bilo, Kroger.
Yeah.
Those are all about the same. And then above that, you have like Whole Foods, or what's the other one that's really expensive? I don't know. We never go to Whole Foods. Partially, I mean, there's also not any of them near us.
Yeah.
They have, I mean, the one good thing about Whole Foods is that they have some really crazy specialty items. So, anyway, have you been to Lowe's Foods? There's one over
on
the line.
state line.
Yeah, there's one in North Carolina. Trader Joe's. Where would Trader Joe's fall?
I don't know. They're more specialty. I mean, you can get
Trader
stuff
Joe's
there.
is a little weird because sometimes they're about the price point of like a Publix, like a normal grocery store, and then other times some of their stuff's a little expensive. So they probably fall, in my mind, they probably fall somewhere between the Publix and the Whole Foods. They're probably somewhere in here. It depends on what you're buying there, but also a lot of it depends on where you are too. Because as Venice says, in New York City, everything is expensive. It's true, depending on where you are.
Our Target is not a food Target, because I've seen 2 people now ask about Target.
Yeah. Target would probably be more expensive than Walmart, but probably not more expensive than Publix.
Yeah.
Probably. Carlos, grocery store tier list? Well, I mean, price list. As far as tier, I mean, they all sell food.
Yeah.
You know, if you can truly get what you need at an Aldi, and you live within distance of it, then like for us it's a good deal. Rysick says Aldi's the most expensive grocery store in my area. So like that's a wild thing to read because Aldi is bar none the cheapest thing here, I would say.
I miss Festival Foods, which is Wisconsin only. But I also worked for them for a while, and
Very biased.
I am very biased because I grew up going there, and I really liked it. And I would compare it to Publix if people have been to Publix. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah. Another thing we have here is Food Lion. Kroger is another name? There's also there's Winn-Dixie, but we don't have any Winn-Dixies around anymore. Fred Meyer? Kroger is Fred Meyer? Weisenreal says Kroger has lots of names. Well, around here they're called Kroger. We have a few of those. We have another one named Food Lion, which is fairly regional. Food Lion is pretty good deals. Like I wouldn't say that they're quite as pricey as Publix. In fact, they're probably more expensive than Walmart, but less pricey than Publix. It's like I bother to make these tiers, and then I come up with like a different grocery store, and I'm like, oh, well, that's really got to go between here. The only thing I don't like, and Food Lion does this, I don't like any grocery stores that force me to have a card. I hate that. I hate shopping, and then you're looking at the prices, and then you get to the checkout, and they're like, do you have a super savings discount card? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, well, in that case, everything that you're buying is 30% pricier than you thought it was. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, and you just put in your card? And it's like, yeah. They'll usually do that. Because, like, that happens at, does it happen at Kroger? There's a place I go that happens occasionally. And I'm like, I don't want to sign up for your thing. Can you just do it? And sometimes we're like, yeah. The other good thing is, my parents have basically signed up for all of those things. So I can just, a lot of times if they'll let you put in a phone number, I just give my parents' home phone number and it works. I've done that for so long. So long. It works. It works in a lot of places. But this is still frustrating. I'm like, yeah, just... Can't we just have the price? Why do I have to have a card? I don't want to do that. Anyway. Cheating the system. I guess. But the thing is, it is free. You know, it would cost me nothing to, like, sign up for it, but, like, there's never been a time where I've been grocery shopping where I've thought, yeah, sign me up for this thing. That's what I want. I want that's what I can't do. I want a physical card to put in my wallet. Yes. No, not at all. I've spent my entire life thinning out my wallet. I do not want to add another thing to it. And I refuse to put anything on my keys. I have a few keys on there, and, like, there's not a shot in hell that they're going to get me to put a super saving helper card that's this big that's on my keys for the rest of my life. Like, I'm just not going to do it.
I'm glad I ran downstairs because I realized I never put Kep's food away. He wasn't up there, though.
It's because he's not Sagan.
Yeah.
Sagan would have had that finished and been started on the can.
Yeah.
And he knew. He knew. There had been
Sagan would know if I left food out.
Well, also, there have been enough times where you've done it where when he had finished eating,
Sagan would start to expect it.
He would jump up on the counter and look for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that Kep hadn't figured that out.
Yeah. He was in the window.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad I never figured that out.
I'll do the last what I did at Festival. I was a pricing clerk, so I basically every morning we'd get a list of things where the price had changed and we'd have to go change the tags on the shelf or like the sales stickers in the deli or meat department or anything. So any like sales signs, we made those too, even big ones. And then whenever we finished all of that work, we'd just pick an aisle and start scanning to make sure whatever was on the shelf was the right price. So it'd be like, all right, I'm in all the ketchup. Okay, this ketchup, yep, that's right. This one, that's right.
I also saw a lot of people asking about the fishing line and like why we needed fishing line. We didn't use it, so it doesn't matter. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because our original idea is still good. I think we'll actually do it in the future because we fleshed it out a lot. Like, it's ready to turn into a real thing, but it was going to take too much time. Let me start reading at least some of these alerts here because we have a few. 9 months resub from Sukikomu, Triple Plus.
Coffee.
I was going to sub from Trevin Jenkins. Jankies. Added an N when there was one. There wasn't one. 19 months from Satsu says, we're over the 18-month hurdle. Does the next one have spikes? Smooth sailing? Only time will tell. Time, that whimsical jerk. Yeah, 18-month hurdle, that's the hard one. After that, I think it's fairly easy. If nothing else, it's a very short distance, all things considered, to 24, which is where the ones turn into a 2. Mm-hmm. Won't that be a wonderful day? Starts happening in what, September?
I mean, Satsu's at 19, so 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Yeah.
5 months.
Yeah.
It's currently April. Yeah. May, June, July, August, September.
So September is right.
Yeah.
There was a lot of extra words to just say yes. 16 months from Omega Cyborg. Appreciate it. 6 months from Uchi Plays. It says, half a year. Here's to a full year. Thank you, Uchi. 4 months from VCR-san. Thank you. 3 months from Item Crafting Live says, good morning, all. Good morning, Item Crafting. 500 bits from Mr. Gameboy 18 who says, I know it's been a hot second now, but is the original Sing Cheer song coming back? Maybe it's a secret song where you have to have hair in the cheer and be above 5,000. I mean, I like the Yoshi one since usually the songs end up good, but I also like the chaotic nature of Haircut song. Possibly. One of the things that I've liked the idea of is there being multiple songs and then people that cheer 5,000 and have either like a very particular number or like a particular like trigger word in the thing could basically choose the song. Like, if there was genres, right? And you could put, like, genre blank and it would change the song. That would be neat. Haven't done that yet, but I like the idea of it. As far as, like, the original one coming back, possibly. It's just when we were using that song, there were far more misses than hits because the song was so fast.
It just started. There wasn't a lead-in. Mm-hmm.
It's not even that. It's just the tempo was so fast. And, like, if we do the Yoshi song, I'm like, well, at least thanks, Thomas. Wow. Thomas says, get good? You just wait. You just wait till next time you're here.
Did you remember to change the thing that you needed to change this morning?
I did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I did change the thing. But, so yeah, like, maybe. But we might change it where, like, it would be... It will probably never become the default song again. I'll just say that. But other songs being possible is possible. Got 500 bits from Nixelpad says, that struggle when you have 8,700 turnips to sell, meaning multiple trips to an island selling for $6.11 a pop, and yet you have to wait for a friend to get off your island, but you don't want to be rude and kick them off. Also, this person wishes to keep their island on the download, sadly, so it's not like I could invite the friend to the island. I mean, I know struggle. Tom knows the struggle. Tom sold a lot of turnips.
I was gonna say, Tom knows the struggle of, like, not wanting to kick people off his island from Sunday night stream. From us.
That was fun. Yeah, we, I don't know if people saw, on
Sunday.
It was Sunday.
It was Haley's birthday.
Wait a minute, was yesterday Monday?
Yes.
Oh my god! That was a long okay, that was a long one day. Whew, wow. So on Sunday was Haley's birthday, and Haley basically decided to throw a birthday party for herself in Animal Crossing.
She set up this huge area and had, like, prizes and games.
It was actually incredible.
Yeah.
Like, she set up all this stuff inside the game and then invited all of us over, and it wasn't like for a video or anything. It was just like something that she genuinely wanted to do. And I was going to include some footage of it for the vlog. So I actually, whenever we were doing it, I didn't have, like, I wasn't capturing the commentary or anything, but I was capturing just some of the game so we could see it, so everyone could get a chance to look at it.
Majora Curse says birthday hole. Yeah, that was my mistake. Haley's game that she made for her birthday was called Birthday Hole, which was a bunch of buried pitfalls.
And prizes.
And I was trying to message Dan, because I had Tom's stream up, and I could see that Dan had gone to Tom's town and was like, oh, I just wanted to come here first. And I was, like, trying to message Dan on game so he would see it and be like, Dan, come on, Birthday Hole. But I accidentally messaged all friends. So it popped up on Tom's too during his stream.
Anyway, long story short, we had a wonderful little birthday celebration in Haley's town. And I got some footage of that, which was cute. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, oh, Tom's streaming Animal Crossing. We should just invade his town, because part of the birthday celebration...
Because it was Bunny Day.
Is Haley was dressed in this egg outfit. And then, like, this...
The fancy one.
It's hard to explain if you don't play Animal Crossing, but there's been a period of 12 days where you could earn the materials to make, like, egg costumes. Mm-hmm. And there was, like, 6 different colored eggs, and then if you did all of them, then you were able to craft this, like, egg dress, and it was rainbow colored and a rainbow hat. Anyway, that's what Haley was wearing, and there were 6 of us there, so we each had a different colored egg costume. So, it's just super cute photos and whatever. So afterwards, she was like, we should invade Tom's stream, and we'll go dressed this way. So then we went over to Tom's stream and just showed up.
Here, someone can use the show command if that's okay.
You have a picture?
Yeah. It was a screenshot someone else from when we invaded Tom's.
Oh, okay.
And he had someone else in his town.
Sure. That's in mod chat. Anyway, So yeah, that happened on, that was like a day ago, basically.
Yeah.
I can't believe that it hasn't really been that long. Because it feels like it's been a long time. But that's what we did yesterday. Not yesterday. You know what I mean.
Yeah, Sonlin was the lucky onlooker to the egg parade. Thanks, Thomas.
There's them eggs. I'm the one right behind Haley.
You're the wood egg.
I'm the wood egg, the orange one. Emmy was pink.
Tom is green because Lindsay had to leave, and once we got there, then he's like, oh, I'll put on green.
You guys look like a cult. I mean... Not wrong. But it was fun. It was fun. And that vlog will be out when it's out. I don't know. This week's crazy. We'll talk about making sure everything's caught up like next week.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was all spurred on by the turnip conversation. But now you heard a great story about eggs. 300 bits from Zavaranto says, first time joining breakfast stream from home. 8 a.m. feels much earlier when I don't have to be at work at 7. Well, I'm glad that you get to join from home. I think it would feel weird to watch breakfast stream from work, but if you've just historically done that, then I guess home would be a very strange situation.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice to relax a little bit though? That must be nice.
Yeah.
To be like, you can be sprawled out on your couch. If you have a pet, your cat can just be like chilling with you. There's
the worst
advantages.
thing about going somewhere to work was having to wear real pants.
I wear real pants every day. Every day.
I had to wear dress pants when I taught.
Okay, I don't have to wear dress pants. I wear jeans every day of my life.
And I had to wear, like, not sandals.
That sounds awful.
It was.
I hate that. Don't even tell me about that. I just get mad. 500 bits from SparkStrike13 who says, continuing the theme of everyone's birthdays in April, I'm 32 today. Thanks for the many years of fun, grandparents. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sparkstrike. I hope that your birthday is as good as can possibly be given the circumstances. It'll be a weird one. But hey, I gotta say, everyone who has a birthday in this first half of the year gets to experience something, different. People, at the end of the year might be experiencing something slightly closer to normalcy. Whereas, March and April is going to be like, oh, nope. For your birthday, you stay at home and eat pasta.
Mike said, wait, you couldn't wear jeans teaching? Nope. I wore jeans maybe once. Like, we were allowed maybe once. When I started teaching, the head of our school board, the district superintendent, that's who it was. At the orientation meeting that I had, she said, I expect if I come into your classroom that girls have skirts and heels and men have a tie. And I was like, I teach art. Not happening. Not happening.
Yeah, you didn't obey that rule.
Oh, no. I mean, it wasn't a rule, but she said that's what I like to see. And I was like, you try throwing pottery in a skirt.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. Anyway. Hey, you don't have to do that anymore.
Nope.
Now you can just wear pajamas.
Ow.
You alright?
Yeah.
19 months. For Mike Capella. 1 and 9. Thanks to the both of you for doing these streams and everything else you do. Also, thank you, Stephen, again for answering my tweet about possible thoughts on how you're going to handle Elder Scrolls 6. No problem, Mike. It's, it's one of those things, like, it's hard to know exactly what will happen in the future, but do I have early thoughts about how I want to handle certain things? Yeah. I definitely do. So we'll just kind of see what happens when that happens. Elder Scrolls 6, 2021, maybe? Probably next year. I got Milk Bomb. Got some gift subs from Josre. Appreciate it. Thank you. We're there's quite a bit of alerts, so it'd probably take us a while to get down to where that is. It's all right. We're just cruising. We're just cruising. 8-month resub from Padawan Backo says 8 months. Labor started for my Twitch birth. We're looking forward to the baby next month. 18 months from Rachel, Miss Ray Moose. Hey, it's my 1+. Hope you're having a good day. Always happy to support my favorite people. Aw, well thank you, Rachel. Hope things are going pretty well at home, all things considered.
Chaz just got here and said, I heard there was something I should Chaz face at.
Nothing you don't already know. Nothing you don't already know. You're fine. You're fine. People want the beans.
I want to hit the beans. Beans.
You did it. Good work. Patreon.com/StephenGeorge or Malmix if you choose to support us over there. We appreciate it. Producer names are scrolling along the screen now. Enjoy your beans. Have a bean or two. Or have a beano. Depending on how your stomach... Never mind. 100 bits from Miss Singing Girl. Appreciate it. Thank you. 19 months from Chrissy G. Happy Crunchmas. Wait, is it not that time of year? Huh. Time moves differently these days. True. Thanks for all you do. Yeah, time is moving differently. It's both fast and very slow.
Yeah.
Very slow. 500 bits from Macau 2020. My life now is just grocery work, or school, Animal Crossing, and stream. I mean, there's probably a lot of people that could relate to that, like, to a T. There's a lot of people that got Animal Crossing in their lives right now, and I think that's good. Really looking forward...
I gotta go check my turnip prices as soon as we're done.
Okay. When we bought turnips, I filled up my house. Mm-hmm. I finished the house, so I have the big house.
Yeah.
And I tried to time it, or find out what money exactly would fill up the house without bringing it outside of the house. And it's 3 million. Mm-hmm. It's basically right there at 3 million. 3 million, depending on what your turnips are, will fill the house completely. So, yeah. More milk from Jodre again. Jodre, thanks. Appreciate it. Again, it's gonna take a while to get down there on the list, but we're working towards it. So I also have to. You didn't buy as many turnips as I did.
No.
There's a lot of turnips now in my life. 12 months, that's a year from Wise and Rail says 1 year. Woo! Confetti. That's my confetti sound effect. Confetti does not sound like that. In fact, confetti itself does not have a sound. It's falling paper. Do you know how much confetti you would have to drop for it to make a sound?
What about...
Enough that would crush you.
Glitter.
What about glitter?
Glitter's just smaller confetti, right?
No. Glitter is terrorism. Somehow a physical form, a physical manifestation. I don't like glitter.
If we're getting cards, like, for anything...
Like glitter.
Like a thank you card or a birthday card, if there's glitter on it, Steven's like, can't get that card.
Don't like glitter. I hate that people have to find out this way. I don't like it. I really don't like to open a card and there's glitter all over it, because that glitter it will never leave your home.
I found some red glitter on the counter when I wiped it down yesterday, and I'm like, where did this come from? We haven't had glitter for anything.
Thomas, I'm gonna get a card from Thomas, and I'm just gonna open it and see nothing but glitter and just throw it straight into the trash. Be like, no. Yeah, I just, do I deal with glitter because not everyone has the same views as me? Sure. But, like, if I go to buy a card at the store, I have a very, very strict policy that I will not buy the card if it's glitter on it. I just won't. It doesn't matter how sweet it is. It doesn't matter how appropriate the card is. out of a weird principle that I have, I will not buy a glitter card. I just won't do it. Just won't do it. I don't like it. Mal doesn't feel the same. Mal's like, it's fine. And I'm like, it's not fine.
I like glitter, but it has to be used correctly, like, not in the hands of elementary school children.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm a strict, like, never glitter person, but I can at least understand some of it on there. But sometimes those cards, it's caked. And, like, when you physically touch the card,
the glitter comes off?
It's on your fingers. God forbid you rub your eye, because then you'll be in the friggin' ophthalmologist's office. Like, it's just, you know, glitter. Not once. Satan's dandruff. I like that. I like that. Again, I know not everyone has this opinion, and I don't throw things away when I get them, but I personally will not buy cards with glitter. If I can help it. If I can help it. 19 Months from Murmur says, I can't think of a witty message for my subversary, so here's a question. What are your opinions on eggs?
Opinions.
Well, I'm going to be quick on this. Recently on our Discord, there has been an alarming amount of egg pinions. So it's probably somewhat my...
Chaz has egg pinions.
It's probably somewhat my fault. I have very strong opinions. Okay, so I want to start this, and I'm going to get through this as quickly as I can, I promise. I love eggs. I love eggs. I probably shouldn't eat a ton of them, because I do have high cholesterol. So I try to, like, just kind of limit it a little bit, but I still eat them. They are good prepared in any way. In any way at all. They're great. I love them. They're so good. That being said, my preferred way, if I was on death row and they were only serving eggs and they said we'll prepare them one way, how would I want them? I would want them scrambled, but I would want them creamy scrambled. And in order to achieve that, you do the eggs on lower heat and you continually move them. Like, you never stop moving them. The
Gordon Ramsay method.
It's the Gordon Ramsay method.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use creme fraiche because, like, who has that? I don't have that.
Sour cream.
It's impossible. So I don't do that. But you don't need to do that. The idea is that you are keeping the curd super, super small to the point where it's creamy. And I've seen some people erroneously say that that the eggs are runny. It's not runny.
No, they're not runny.
It's not runny. They are creamy. I would describe them as the same consistency of butter. And that's exactly how I prepare them. After I have scrambled them and just
like a room temperature butter.
Yeah.
Or the stuff in the tub that's always spreadable.
Yeah. I'll do toast and I will spread them on the eggs on the toast just like butter. And that's how I prefer to eat them. And they're so good. They're so good. They're so good. Now, is there anything wrong with eggs any other way? No. I love eggs any way I can get them. Over medium, hard-boiled, soft-boiled, poached, fried. Like, I don't care. They're all delicious. But if I could only do them one way, that's how I would do them. Chill Day says, eggs should not be spreadable. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Chaz is also upset.
Chaz is also wrong. Chaz is
but
also
Jeff
wrong.
makes them this way?
I respect Jeff. I mean, everyone's got different ways that they're going to be able to handle eggs. And some people can't eat yolk. Like, I get it. Like, they will never eat an over medium egg because they just don't like it. And that's fine. And some people don't like eggs.
I can't eat sunny side up because I can't stand if the whites are runny.
It's not my favorite way to eat them. But I'll still eat them. I'll still eat them that way. Some people don't like eggs. Some people are allergic to eggs. Everyone's got different egg opinions. But I love all eggs. If I can have them any particular way, that's how I do them. And they're great. So great. So great. Anyway.
Elton Brown has a new way of making eggs I want to try.
Okay. We can do that at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I was talking about this also the other day. If I'm making eggs for someone and they are not okay with having creamy eggs, because yes, are the eggs runny? No, but they are not as done as you would probably perceive scrambled eggs to be. They are a little underdone. That's why they are spreadable in the first place. But if I'm going to make them a little bit more done for someone in like a normal fashion, the trick for me, the way I do it is I move the eggs in the pan 4 times and no more. Like, I let them cook for a little bit and then I move them, and then I move them, and then I move them, and I move them. It gets 4 folds and that's it. You know what I mean? No more. No more. I don't, no.
I've seen at least 2 people ask about how Alton Brown does it. His new, the Good Eats, what is it? Reloaded? Reloaded. He just had an egg episode come out online, and I watched it, and he makes it in there, so.
I'm game. I love eggs. I do. Again, I gotta be careful, because I would eat them every day. So. Brandon moving us along. Thank you, Brandon. Brandon has learned very well. Sometimes if the usernames weren't there, I would be like,
is that Brandon or Chaz?
Is that Brandon or Chaz? Macau2020 gives a sub to Elena123. Macau, thank you. 300 bits from Corthel McAfee. This is the first time that I'm actually able to catch one of these live, and it's only because I haven't slept at all yet. Cheers! I was there 2 hours ago. I'm gonna take a nap today. It came out really good. 2 months from Back in Red, who says, "Hey grandparents, hope you have a good day today. It's nice to have something like breakfast stream these days, so thank you all for what you've done. Also, hail Peggy, a wee!" Thank you, Back in Red. And I'm glad folks have something to look forward to. I got 300 bits from Furious Kid, who says, "Honk, how are you doing today? Enjoying some late lunch consisting of fish sticks and french fries. Stop speculating. It's Germany." Honestly, sounds good. I haven't had fish sticks in forever. And I actually ate a lot of them as a kid.
I did too.
I love them.
I like to put lemon juice on them.
Did you dip them in something?
Lemon juice.
You dip them in lemon juice?
No, I would sprinkle it on top.
Cocktail sauce. Another milk bomb from Joldre. Joldre's just like, bomb, bomb, bomb. Thank you, Joldre. And again, eventually we'll get down to where those alerts are. We'll get there. Most people eat fish sticks with, what's the...
Tartar.
Tartar. And growing up, my family never ate tartar. But they ate cocktail sauce with any seafood.
Yeah.
And you know my family, so you know.
Because I didn't like cocktail sauce ever.
So if you've never had cocktail sauce is basically
ketchup and horseradish.
Horseradish ketchup, and I love it. It's great, but I grew up with the understanding that you eat all seafood with cocktail sauce, and then as I got older, I'm like, oh, that's not really what people do. Tartar is basically what people eat, like fried seafood with.
I don't like tartar sauce either.
I didn't grow up eating it. I can eat it. It's a childhood thing for me. It's like, yeah. I want cocktail sauce. It's fine. Cocktail sauce is good on a lot of stuff too. Like you could put that stuff. Ugh. You really can. Everyone's got their own opinion. 18 months, 1+ for missing no leader. Thank you. 100 bits from Corthel McAfee, and also 100 bits from Doodle. Appreciate it. Thank you both. 7 months from Rara Oaks, who says, 7 months. Hi, Stephen and Mal. How are you? Going crazy from Corona, but you guys have helped me stay strong, so thank you. I appreciate it. I think everyone, to some degree, is very tired of being cooped up. I sent a message to my parents yesterday, and I said, hope y'all aren't going too crazy. And Mom was like, too late. I was like, okay. Sorry. We've been getting updates from them, though. They were sending me updates about Rocco yesterday.
Because the couch reclines now. So it's basically Rocco's recliner now. They kick the
funny.
Foot thing out and they put a blanket there and he sits right there.
So like the recliner is out and it's got like a towel on it, and the recliner is for a human being, is big, and Rocco is just in the center like curled up,
Like,
and they're
this
like,
is mine.
and they're like, oh, he loves it, and I'm like, he ain't taking up very much room. I'm glad that he's having a good time. Rocco's like, this is great. Everybody's home. Everybody's loving on me. 8 months from Mega Melee Plus. So excited for the Coliseum Direct. When is it again? TRG Coliseum is this weekend.
Does it start Thursday?
Wednesday, Friday. It is
Friday?
Yes, Mallory.
Okay.
Is these are dates you should know.
I know.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I would tell you what time, but I don't remember.
I'll look it up.
I think it's noon. I think it starts at noon.
Oh, that's
But it
not
goes.
right.
Does it start later than? Is it 3 p.m. Eastern? Let's go with what everyone else is collectively saying. It goes longer though, doesn't it?
It's
Carlos, who is in the event, says 3 to 3. You can tell that I'm very aware of this. I'm like, what time is this? Something. Yeah, I knew that it lasted longer. I thought it went
is one of our accountable grandchildren.
Carlos is such a good boy. Such a good boy. I can't even, just good. Just very good. Very good. Carlos, you get the Werthers. I'll ship it to you. I'll ship you 1 Werther's. But I'll do it in a box. It's like a big box for 1 little piece of candy. I'll bubble wrap it, make sure it stays safe. Yeah, this weekend. I forgot that we were calling it Coliseum Direct. I was like, oh, that's cute. And then it dawned on me, I was like, wait, I came up with that name.
Yeah, you did. You said it as a joke, and everyone was like, yes.
Yeah, it was intended as a funny, but everyone was like, that's a great name, and I was like, good. You're welcome. Glad to provide this to you. No problems. But yeah, I mean, I guess it was appropriately timed. And at the time, we hadn't had a Nintendo Direct, and now we have had one of them.
One of them?
Well, we called it a mini Direct.
Yeah.
So, 12 months at Tier 2. That is a year at Gold from Kikyo539, who says, holy tostoli, Batman. 12 months already. Raising my coffee to 12 more. Me as well. Congratulations. 1 full year. It's so exciting because, like, you know, for 12 months, you are building up these pluses, and then all of a sudden, there's a number.
Yeah.
It's exciting. People love the numbers. 500 bits from Mr. Gameboy 18, who says, please let Michael keep doing that even after all of this is over, especially if it is super random and out of nowhere. It's actually... So... It's really interesting because I think Michael's using this as a creative outlet.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's been a big part of it. He is someone who I think he'd much rather be behind the scenes than in front of the camera. And I think, you know, for him, it's both a creative outlet, and then also he probably feels more comfortable because he is doing like this really weird avant-garde stuff, and he's wearing the mask. Yeah. And like, I think that helps him explore things like that. And it's also nice because he has an outlet for this. Because basically what I'm doing is I'm like, can everyone make a Vine once a week? Can everyone make a Vine and send it to me? And yeah, the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Setsy says he tolerates the camera at Lunch Bunch.
Yeah. Now he's free! Basically.
Rolling sighs every time you get out of the camera. He's like...
Yeah, but no one at Lunch Bunch is like not okay with it.
Yeah. No
one at Lunch Bunch is not okay.
They're doing it to be like
to
poke fun at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's fine. I'll take it. I'll take the fun pokes. 13 months from Ice Chocobo says, why is everyone excited for Animal Crossing when the remake of Friends of Mineral Town comes out in July? Who doesn't want a Strawberry Cow plush as a pre-order bonus? Friends Mineral Town, that's GBA, right? I didn't know about the remake because I have not kept up with Harvest Moon stuff in a hot minute. But Friends Mineral Town, I believe, is the GBA one. I haven't played... I think I played Friends of Mineral Town. I think I had that one. PS1 originally? And D-Scoot says PS1 originally, Sapperin says GBA. Maybe it was both. I don't know. I just remember there was one on GBA that I had. Oh, D-Scoot says Back to Nature. Yeah, Back to Nature's on PS1. Friends of Mineral Town, I believe, is GBA. I don't remember which one I had, but it might have been that one. But that was... God, that might have been one of the last times I played Harvest Moon. And that was probably a while ago. I bet that's what, like 2003? Something like that. GBA was... I think GBA was 2001. So Friends of Mineral Town's probably within that window. Satsy says Extra Life. Yeah, okay, you're right. I have played some of the Harvest Moons during Extra Life.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because I played one for... I played Harvest Moon 64, and then I did a game... Did you one on GameCube? Yeah.
Yeah. We've done 2, I think.
Yeah, I did one on GameCube. And there's 3 different ones on GameCube, so...
I thought there were 4.
GameCube knowledge. 3. Could I tell you which ones they are? No. I know that one of them has a title that's almost identical to another one.
That's why I think there's 4.
And that's why I think there's 3. Unfortunately, the H's are already put away. I've put away all the GameCube games A through L. Mm-hmm. Those are in boxes, so I can't verify this information, but I'm like fairly certain there's 3.
That there's 3?
Yeah. Yeah, there's Wonderful Life, and then there's Another Wonderful Life, something like that. Yeah, Nerdy Revelries got me. Wonderful Life, Another Wonderful Life, and Magical Melodies.
I was hoping I was right.
Thomas said, Steven, how many only for GameCube games are there? I do not know that. I have no idea. I can tell you how many GameCube games there are, but I cannot tell you how many are exclusive to the console. I don't know. There was not a lot of exclusive third-party stuff. So you're going to basically be looking at, like, Nintendo and then some others.
Yeah.
Probably less than 100. Almost certainly less than 100. Thanks, Thomas. I'll be working on it. We get 100 bits from Simmer44. Appreciate it. Thank you. Also have 100 bits from Paint Chipper and NG Bin. Thanks. 300 bits from Gamers00700. No message, just a cheer. Appreciate it. 14-month resub from Andy Owen 5. Thank you. 250 bits from Weren't Zero. Thanks for that. We get a sub from Ravencloak. Welcome. 100 bits from King Family 3, and also 100 bits from Nikki V16. Thank you both. Now I was eating some of my... I saw you sneak that. 300 bits from Prince 7. Says, Hong Kong, I think I finally found a sleep schedule again. I have no idea how, but I have. Also, last time I caught the stream, I mentioned Animal Crossing wasn't my thing. Watching my brother play, who I never expected to enjoy Animal Crossing, I saw that it fixed, like, a lot of my issues with New Leaf. So I now have 3 rooms in my house, and only one of them is furnished. Said room is egg hell. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I like, Animal Crossing is very much an iterative series. Like, every single entry is basically, to some extent, like the previous entry, but better. Which means it's a better time than ever to play Animal Crossing. Even if someone's never enjoyed the previous titles, you know, or played them, like, play New Horizons. You don't have to have any previous knowledge of the series. You know, if you have previous knowledge, you might be looking forward to particular characters or something, but you don't need it. So, Renee says it's our first time. And it's a lot of people's first time, and it's actually really fun to see people get into it and get excited. So, in theory, the next game would be the best. What? I guess. Not wrong. Not wrong.
Squid says, I just wish there was more shops and also bulk crafting. I think that will come with bulk crafting because I feel like everyone wants that and they've been doing little changes and stuff.
There's been so many patches so frequently. Like, for a few days there were daily patches where they were fixing some bugs that needed to be fixed, but also that's very unusual. And I have a feeling that they'll be very hands-on. I also feel like there's a lot of stuff that's actually being locked behind timed updates.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's some people in chat are talking about it.
But, like,
there's
in New Leaf, there was some things that were kind of ridiculous to unlock in town. So, I feel like there's not a great way to stop time travel with this, maybe. So they're doing it, like you said, with timed updates. So,
I honestly think that I honestly, truly think that that's what they're doing. I think that there's content that is planned for the game.
Or done, even.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's done. And it's probably not in the game. So it's not like it can be data mined. And they're doing it this way solely so the entire game can't be spoiled in the first week. I really think that that's what they've done. They have all sorts of stuff planned, and they're going to be bringing it out. So already the game is great, and it's very fun. But I think you're probably going to see very big patches. Like things that introduce a ton of new objects, literally like new shops, new things like that. I think that that's going to happen. You know, could I be wrong? I mean, sure. I don't know for certain. But based on how everything has gone so far, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I think that's gonna be a thing. So,
because like, wasn't it unlocking? Who was the psychic, the crystal ball reader? Katrina. Like, unlocking Katrina in New Leaf was like you had to see her in a tent in your town like 20 times. And like, I felt like she was never in my town, and I played every day, and I'm like, gosh.
Yeah.
Never gonna unlock this.
Yeah, I think that there's gonna be very huge content updates. So, yeah. And Doodle says some of the devs said there may be delays due to the world situation, implying there's some active development going on. Yeah, and the thing is, the rollout of Animal Crossing has done really well, and they're gonna continue to support that. So, I'm excited. And I think it's a really interesting way of doing it, honestly. Give people plenty of stuff to play, so, you know, they can do stuff. And then, right as they're getting off of how much they can do, be like, here's another thing that you can do. So,
I mean, they're doing that for the holiday events, too. Because there's a holiday coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, I have a feeling they'll be doing these holiday updates, and then they'll be like, oh man, now we have Crazy Red update. That's, yeah. Yeah. In fact, that's probably soon. 300 bits from Summer Sencha says, today is my first day of one of my librarian exams, and I am stressed. But having my cat sleeping on my bed and being able to listen to you guys talk is really helping me relax. Well, first off, good luck. I hope that we can help. I know that your cat can help. Because I know the healing power of cats. Just having them around is very calming. You got this. I wish you the best of luck. And I know Thomas wishes you luck too. It's librarian kinship. It's a mystical power. We got 200 bits from Joshua F36. Joshua, thank you. Appreciate it. 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu 153, who says, it may be breakfast stream for you, but it's lunchtime for me here in England. I have a day off today, not that it makes a huge difference since I'm currently working from home, so I can just sit, relax, and enjoy the stream. Well, I mean, that's helpful. There's a different mindset. Working from home versus, like, chilling from home. a little different. We've done a fair bit of chilling from home in the past few days.
Yeah, it's because there's other stuff we need to get done.
Yeah, I've had a sudden alarming amount of other things that I had to take care of. And I've just been taking care of them.
Yeah,
the best I can. Trying to help folks out. 18 months from Ember Laura. It's a 1+. Appreciate it. Thank you, Laura. 300 bits from Valen is me. Hi guys, this is probably the only time I can make a live crunch time. Also, Mom was happy that you liked the Bowlsies. We love them.
Yeah, they're really great.
We love them. Was it during?
It was Friday.
Yeah, it was during the Mario Maker 1000. I don't know if you actually saw us using them then. But yeah, we had actually had dinner and we had them in the Bowlsies. We have them on the counter, and they're just such a good idea.
I put them in the cabinet, by the way.
Oh, you moved them up there?
It was a really good spot for them, so I put them there.
Right now, the entire kitchen looks like a bomb exploded in it, because when we were filming last night, I was like, this is all gotta move out of the shot. So we just shoved a bunch of stuff into...
Valen says I did and showed Mom.
Okay, great, yeah. It's just a really good idea. And I don't think I've ever seen those before.
And the little ones fit our cereal bowls perfectly.
Yep.
And the medium ones fit our soup bowls perfectly, so they're like perfectly sized.
Yeah, I can definitely assure you that they are going to get some use. So make sure that you let your mom know that I said thank you, because they're actually really cool. We got a sub from the Drider Queen. Thank you. Also got a sub from Xanderman TKD. Appreciate it. We got a 4-month resub from Ignatius Spark. Thanks for that. 300 bits from Heathcliff510 says, hello, grandparents. Just got home from work. Well, welcome. Hope work went all right. Hope you get a chance to kick your feet up. We got 18 months from Dark Sky Destiny. Says, second Twitch baby. Thanks for all y'all do and have a great and productive day. Oh, well, thank you. I mean, well, it's gonna be relatively productive.
Yeah.
Relatively.
After a nap.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
We have a meeting, don't we?
We do have a meeting.
Okay. We'll take a nap until the meeting. And then be like, hey, what's up? We're awake. We're awake.
I know the thing is due today. We'll send it later tonight.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. House is on fire. Dog is drinking coffee.
It's fine.
It's fine. This is fine. 17 months from Jaisak says, morning. Quick PSA that a new firmware update for the Switch is out, which allows for custom button remapping. Yeah, I saw that last night. Great idea. Great idea. That's a thing that's been standard on, I think, Xbox for like a while. Like a long time. And I don't know if Sony has that. Maybe they do? I don't play I'm like, I don't play a lot of video games. I don't play a lot on stuff on either Sony or Microsoft regularly, unless I'm playing a very specific game. I just know that Xbox has had it for a long time. I don't know if Sony has that or not, but it's just good. It's so good. Every system should allow custom button remapping, because you might want to change things. I don't like it when a control scheme is questionable and the developers have made the decision to not allow you to change the buttons. I'm like, this should be jump. Gosh darn it. Just because Greg in development decided that this other button is jump, Greg's wrong. This should be jump. Anyway. Let's see. We also got 5 months from Larson M, who says, just a quick message to my internet grandparents that they are the best. Love the work you both put into your projects. Well, thank you. We like making this stuff. Moist Crunch Potato gives a sub to Egg Cult. Yeah? What of it? 5 months from Sulilium, who says, I'm getting a drawing tablet soon, and I'm excited to use the magical Control Z instead of spending hours covering it up.
You know what I really like about... Sorry.
Let me tell you
something tickling my throat.
Story about the... Oh, good.
What I like about digital art is when you have layers, and you can work on a layer.
Yeah.
And, like, not mess up other things. Like, keeping all of, like...
So you like the concept of digital art?
Yeah.
Are you... I'm sorry. Are you...
The way I paint in layers. I'm like, okay, this stuff is all on the bottom. I gotta do that first. And this is the stuff that sits on top that's next. And, like, I paint that way, but I can't go back and fix my other layers like you can in digital.
So... Scary music. Is it scary? I keep thinking it's like, is it gonna like start into a beat or is it just scary? Anyway, Witchy Britches. I knew that there was a song there. Atmospheric. It is atmospheric. Anyway, I was gonna say, are you having like a sad moment where it's like, because you are a painter and like it's traditional, so you can't just like toggle a layer on and off? Is that... Yeah, I'm sorry. But, you know, there's some other advantages to traditional art.
I mean, yeah, but there's a lot of advantages to digital.
Yeah, but when you're done with a digital piece, there is not an original.
Yeah, you could make an AP.
A what?
An AP print.
What is an AP print?
So in printmaking, this is where it originates. You have an AP, which is an artist proof.
Oh.
And that's like it's considered the original print. And then you would do a series, so you'd have like 1 out of 12, 2 out of 12.
That's okay. You're not entirely wrong, but it really depends on exactly what you're doing. I like digital art. I like digital art because you have immense flexibility. Like, it's good. It's good. And, like, I love traditional art because I love what you do. And I love the fact that when you do traditional art, there is an original. That being said, sometimes when you struggle with something, I hurt a little bit because I'm like, oh, man. There haven't been many times in the history of Mal Makes where Mal has genuinely like did something where she was like, oh God, no.
What have I done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has happened. And those are rough nights. Because it's like doing something and then it's paint on canvas and you have committed to it. And that's... I'm sorry. Sorry. Those days are largely behind you. You're a better painter now. You're a better painter. Anyway, I gotta move on. 300 bits from Prince7 who says, my lazy villager, Ozzy the Koala. Hey, you're way faster and motivated than me. Could you deliver this for me? Considering it's going to a villager I actually like, yes. However, I do no favors for my jock. But Ozzy, I like Ruby. But your names are not similar at all. How is Ozzy like Ruby? I had Ozzy visit me in the campsite. He was weird. He didn't attempt to live in my place at all.
You have talked to him multiple times.
I did.
Really?
Yes.
Are you full on spaces? Even then, they should still say, like, hey.
Ozzy talked to me for a long time, and then he was like, let's play a game. And I was like, okay. And he's like, you just think of, like, a thing I'm thinking of. And I was like, okay, is it this? He's like, no. But we could hug. And I'm like, I'm gonna leave. He seemed cute, but I left. I was like, I got things to do, Ozzy. I'm sorry. I'll never see you again. 300 bits from Danny X6. Egg, horses, egg, horses, egg, horses. Colts combine. Horses, horses, horses. Thank you, Danny. Joel Dre's gift subs. Let me tell you where they went. There was one to Abivai and one to Del Agli. And then there was 5 gift subs to Silver JD, Cord Eden, Neko 6590, Resruel, Zekified. And then...
There's 5 more.
Hold on. I'm not even to that. Then there were 5 more gift subs from Joe Dre to Paper Pennies, Faustina Aurelia 13, Nixu, Dragon Loot, and Xth Doctor. And then I'm just going to scroll forward. I'm just going to do all of them at once. Then there were 5 more gift subs from Joe Dre to Little Squirrel 55, Lion Aries, J Line Beck, Shingo 1, and Raxo 64. And then just now, there were another 5 gift subs for shrubs.
More coffee, Steven.
How many shrubs?
5 shrubs.
5 more gift subs from Joe Dre. to April Cake, Miss Jackie Lynn, Immortal Seeker, Shotgun Dirge, and Sega Sergeant. Jodre, thank you. Sincerely appreciate it. Multiple sub bombs this morning.
Miss Rainbow's, bring me a shrubbery.
Bring me a shrubbery. A shrubbery? I have not seen that film in so long.
I think I saw that film
it's been a while.
In middle school in Lindsay's basement.
Did you know that the first time I watched that movie, I watched it by myself?
Oh.
Do you know how much worse it is if you watch it by yourself?
I'm sorry.
Like, it is not as good by all by your lonesome. It's not ideal. Not ideal. Anyway, Joel Drake, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me scroll back up here now. 600 bits from Item Crafting Live, who says, seeing the DualShocks in the background reminds me, any thoughts on the newly revealed PS5 controller? Basically just that it looks neat. It looks like a natural evolution of the PS4. We're getting to the point where the iterations, at least on Sony and Microsoft controllers, aren't changing that much, which is good, because that means that we're getting to a point where it's like, this is how it should be. Because the difference between PS1 and PS2, slight change. From PS2 to PS3, slight change. PS3 to PS4, slight change. And now actually, the change is probably slighter than ever. But there's a few things that they're adding and they're changing, which Carler says peak controller. I mean, yeah. One of the things I had read about originally, and I had talked about it the other day, but I'm not sure if it's still there, is they had talked about there being feedback. I thought it was on the sticks, and then someone else had told me it's the triggers and not the sticks. So maybe I misunderstood the first time. I thought it was that there was resistance that was in the sticks, but apparently the resistance is in the triggers. Anyway, if they're doing something like that, it's so exciting. Some of it could be seen as gimmicky, but first party for Sony will use it. So the triggers change resistance. Okay. In my brain, it's Moist Crunchy says it's both triggers and sticks. I thought it was the sticks, but triggers makes more sense. I feel like the stick would be hard to do. Anyway, so like one of the ideas behind it is like, depending on what action you're taking, the triggers, for instance, will change how much resistance they have to them, which is neat. I was hoping it was the sticks. I felt like I read something that talked about
maybe it is. I guess you'll find out.
I feel like I read an article that talked about a character going through mud and how that they were going to make it where, like, you could feel that there was resistance in the stick from like moving or something. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood that. But the thing is, the companies that are going to do it are going to be those first and second parties, like Naughty Dog. I mean, Naughty Dog always does really great work. So will they do something that utilizes that really well? I mean, yeah. So that'd be neat. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah. The only thing that people have been a little iffy on is the color scheme that they showed. Everyone's like, that's strange. I don't know if I like that. But they'll probably give us some
other colors like they do.
I wish everyone would do what Microsoft does. Microsoft has a website where you literally build your controller. You choose the shell, you choose the buttons, you choose the sticks. And I'm like, why doesn't everyone do this?
It's a great gift idea.
It's a great gift idea. Mm-hmm. It's such a wonderful thing. And you can customize it too, where you can have like your Xbox Live username or whatever written on it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, just let everyone do that. It's so great. Oh, that's cool. Mr. Viper Fang says, I made one with the various suit color. That's really neat. So, yeah. It's kind of a weird song, I just realized.
Yeah.
It's kind of a strange tune. Anyway, 500 bits from Mr. Game Boy 18. He says, now, if you got to spend a day with any painter, alive or dead, to talk with and learn from, who would you pick? And Steven, who would you rather spend a day with, Carl Sagan or Mr. Rogers? Also, more milk bomb from Joel Trey. You answer first.
That's so hard.
No, it's not. You're going to say Monet.
Yeah, that's what was actually my first thought. Was to, like, spend a day with Monet in his garden and, like, paint in plein air. I think that'd be cool.
I mean, I don't want to answer for you, but I'm just thinking, like, Monet.
Yeah.
You love Monet.
Yeah.
You want to answer for me? Since I didn't mean to answer for you, but I sort of did.
I feel like you would pick Mr. Rogers.
Why?
Because I think that you've always looked up to him and, like, all your life. So, maybe more of an impact on your life just because of that. And you share a birthday?
Yeah, so you're right. I think I would pick Fred Rogers. The reason I think I would do it is that I'm sure Carl Sagan would be super interesting.
Yeah.
Like super interesting because you'd have all these questions and stuff, but like Carl Sagan has shared so much
of his thoughts,
of his knowledge,
mm-hmm.
you know, that's out there. I would love to be around the warmth of Mr. Rogers in person because I have seen so much about it, heard so much about it, read mm-hmm. so much about it. I would love to experience that in person and see what that is like, and to try and take some of that into my own life. So yeah, I would pick Mr. Rogers. Mm-hmm. Love Carl Sagan.
Yeah.
Need my cat after Carl Sagan. Mm-hmm. But like, you know, if I got an hour to hang out with someone, I'd probably pick Mr. Rogers. That'd be my decision. 500 bits from Nixelpad, who says, so I finally finished selling turnips after making 3 trips, leaving 99,000 bells each time I came as a tip. Final score for how much I made today was 5 million bells. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm trying to figure out how much. I'm gonna have to make a lot of trips too then, because I bought 3 million at like 100.
Yeah. So
if I sell at 300, I will be making 6 million in profit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of trips. Joldre, holy crap! Joldre with more milk. Joldre trying to make sure that everyone here has a sub. Thank you, Joldre. Still on my way down to reading the gift subs there.
The gift shrubs.
Shrubs. The shrubberies. 3 bits from Squid, who says, I like eating eggs prepared anyway. Time to drink raw eggs, Steven. Are the eggs truly prepared? I will say that is one. Well, no, I've had raw eggs. I've never drank them. I don't know if I could do that.
No.
In Japan, there's a dish.
It's just hot rice with an egg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you're supposed to stir it into the hot rice, though.
Yeah.
And it kind of cooks it.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. There's probably a name for it. Fossix might know. I'm just like, is it something in Japan? Fossix might know. But yeah, it's you just put you
crack an egg into the rice.
They serve an egg with it, and mm-hmm. you just crack an egg and you put the egg on
the rice
on top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tamago kake gohan.
Mm-hmm. Because tamago is egg and gohan is rice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, probably wouldn't be for everybody, because I'm sure some people are like, no way. Eggs are good, and they're good even raw. Egg is egg. Cracking open a cold egg with the boys. My keyboard died. No, it's fine. It's working again. Sorry, I gotta keep moving. Another 5 gift subs. Another milk bomb from Joldre. Joldre, I'm not even down here yet. I gotta get. I'm working my way down. I'm working my way. So much milk. 500 bits from Sparks15. It says, when I was younger in school, one of the other kids spilled a box of glitter. Oh, God. Sorry. I'm already like... Need a moment. Okay. Spilled a box of glitter over my head, and for weeks I kept finding glitter appear everywhere. Believe me, it was not fun, and I now hate glitter with a passion. That's awful. Oh, that's awful. Man. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. This is just one of the many ways glitter should be outlawed. No more glitter. This is where we're going. We get to the glitter line and we stop. Put a wall on that glitter. Glitter should be illegal.
I mean, it's also just plastic. Coffee. Which is bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what they should do? They should make glitter you can eat.
They do.
Those are called sprinkles.
You can also, like, dye sugar.
I'm just saying, they should have it where, like, you got glitter and you're like, oh man, and then it just disappears.
Biodegradable?
Yeah.
I think there's biodegradable glitter. I know there's someone who has biodegradable confetti. Or is it... It's something to do with, like, New Orleans and Mardi Gras. There's a company in New Orleans working on biodegradable something. Maybe it's the necklaces or something. I don't remember. Anyway,
I'm sorry for your traumatic experience. I would not wish that on anyone. 9 months from Icy Patterns. It says, happy Twitch, baby. Also, could you pin the translation of title and description that gets put in comments? If I remember. If I remember. Sometimes I give it a heart, which, depending on how YouTube feels that day, pushes it closer to the top. But if I can remember, I can do that. What I See Patterns is referring to is that a lot of times we have Japanese titles for Mario episodes.
Yeah. And
we have very helpful commenters that'll go in and actually translate what the real, like, Japanese title and description is. And it's helpful. It's like we get to learn stuff after the fact. 500 bits from DC20 will save. It's my birthday today, so I wanted to spread the love to my favorite streaming grandparents. Happy birthday! So much birthday fun. You know, not everyone's got any cake, but box mixes were still available at the grocery store.
Yeah, you just need an egg and vegetable oil.
So yeah, you know, if cake is your thing, you can still get cake.
Yeah, the bakeries were pretty well stocked from what we've seen here.
Yeah, so if that's how you decide to celebrate, get yourself a cake.
I wonder if Chaz ended up getting cake.
The other day, Chaz really wanted cake. Chaz was very jealous we had cake.
Well, he didn't have any cake. He says no.
Oh, Chaz, I'm so sorry. It's alright. Cake's... Nobody likes cake. Cake, you don't need cake. As someone who just ate half of an entire cake in the span of like 3 or 4 days. So... It's a lot. And then ate a Kringle and is now eating... What are the things that my mom made?
I don't know what they're called.
I don't know. They're good. I just eat things. Just they show up in my house. And I'm like, yeah, I'll put this in my mouth. This is fine. 19-month resub from Ann B. Walsh. 19. On the subject of critters stealing seats, Brando, the lab, waits for us to get up and go to the kitchen or bathroom before taking the seat we were using. Can't wait for Coliseum. Stay safe, all. I mean, that sounds similar. Rocco does that a lot. Our boys didn't do that too much.
No, they'd sit next to where you were and wait for you to get back to get in your lap.
Yeah, if I have to get up, like if I'm downstairs and Kep's in my lap, I'll just move him over to the side, and I'll sit him down so he knows to stay there, and then I'll get up and do a thing, and then I'll come back, and then he'll crawl back in my lap. But Rocco, the minute like my mom or dad will get up from a chair, and he's just immediately, like, as soon as they they get up, he's like, hmm? I'm like, cat knows what he wants.
Our cats were that way with your old office chair in the last few places we've lived.
Yeah.
As soon as you would get up, they'd be in your chair.
Made it a little difficult.
Yeah.
But, you know, warm seat. It's a warm seat. 300 bits from Shishu-sama, who says, I just got some blood work done. Seeing a totally empty doctor's office now is so weird compared to normally. Plus, Dunkin' afterwards. Been a while since I had Dunkin' breakfast. I haven't had Dunkin' breakfast in a bit.
Yeah. The last time we went was lunch bunch.
This is kind of a weird thing to be, because when you think of Dunkin', you think of donuts and coffee. One of my favorite things at Dunkin' Donuts is their hash browns.
They do have hash browns.
They're so good.
Unvent Reagent says, the hash browns are so good.
Yeah. I like Dunkin' donuts. I like their coffee. I can eat pretty dang good at the Dunkin' Donuts. But, gosh darn it, the hash browns are so good. I don't know what they do to them.
Coffee!
Powdered coffee. I don't know exactly how they prepare them that makes them so good, but, gosh darn it, they're just really good. And they're 99 cents, and there's been more than one.
At least they were last time we thought about them.
Yeah, I don't know if they've changed the price, but, one of my favorite things to do is I will order a meal that comes with hash browns, and then I'll be like, and then also a side of hash browns. Because I want 2 hash browns. So good. God, it's good. Anyway. Now I want Dunkin'. Darn it. I gotta eat this. This is good too. But it's not hash browns. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Add hash browns to our grocery list.
Okay.
My apologies to everyone who now has hash browns on their grocery list. But also, maybe pick up some hash browns. Sounds good. I was about to say, is there music? But there it started again. Jodre again! Holy crap! This time 8! 8 tier 1 subs. Jodre, coming out of nowhere with all this milk. I do believe we're going to have to give out some floaties. I think the milk is probably high enough at this point that their feet are going to not touch the bottom anymore. So we're going to have to give out complimentary floaties so people can float in the milk. Please enjoy. And then another, and then 10 subs from Penguin Frog. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, everyone make sure that you have a flotation device. The milk is now exceeding 6 feet deep. Some of our taller audience members may still be able to touch the bottom a little bit. Just be aware, at any moment, it may start to go above your head, so you may want to have something handy. And to Penguin Frog, sincerely appreciate it, and certainly to Jodre, who's been throwing all sorts of gift subs. Making sure everybody's got subs this week. Thank you both. Still working our way down alerts here. 9 months from VDrummer514, triple plus. 17 months from Unbent Reagent. It says 1 more month and I get a 1 plus. Here's to many more. Thank you, Unbent. And I hope you also get Dunkin' hash browns soon. I hope everyone who wants Dunkin' hash browns gets them.
It's okay.
I'm so sad. We also got a sub from Shishu-sama. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm finally caught up to the next iteration of the sub alert from Jodre, so I'm going to go through and read some of those. So 5 subs from Jodre to G&W Fangirl, Clement1194, Xenopersona 819, Linkmaster 102, and Fuyuko Yuki. And then another 5 subs from Jodre to QueerQuest, Gebin, Lonely Football, Dr. Zoc, and Saber08. And then another 5 gift subs from Jodre to Mr. Ldude98, Portable Sunset. It's cute. Stud Spike Smiles, Pepperoni Combos, and Burai Blaze. And then another 5 subs from Jodre to Xandos, The Masked, Prog Nerdle, Anime Girl 90, Phoenix Roseblade, and Gary J. James. And then 8 subs from Jodre to Gamerwolf, Dan6915, V Blue Dream, Radio Raptor, Grickley, Crimson Altair, Waluigi Girl, and Cool Wheezing. Holy cow. Jildre, thank you. Thank you so much. Like, single-handedly making sure that everyone's taken care of and has milk. Calcium's important. Builds strong bones. And also, at some point, drowns you. It does. Be careful not to fill a swimming pool with it. How can you swim through? If it was whole milk, I guess it would be harder to do. But if it was skim milk, it's like water.
Yeah.
At what percentage milk is it like?
Too much?
Yeah, like weighing you down. Is there 3% milk? What percentage is whole?
5.
Oh, she left. Did you? Oh, you're
I'm hungry.
What'd you eat?
I have one Pop-Tart and yogurt.
Wait, what you getting?
I don't know.
Well, what if I want one?
What do you want?
I don't know what you're getting.
I'll tell you when I figure it out.
Whole milk is like 4% fat. So wait, there's skim, or 0%, right? And then you've got 1%, 2%, and then whole milk is... Someone said 3.4, so like 3.44, okay. Because there's 2% milk, which is different from whole milk. 3.25. 3.25, 3.54. Probably varies by brand. Anyway, at some point Mel will come back and there will be a possible snack. Anyway, let me go back. Let me go back up here. 6 months from Ravendark says, "Hey guys, this whole quarantine thing has finally gotten me to start coming to these more often, but this is also my only reason to get up before 10, so maybe I need more going on." No, you're good. You're good. Trust me. No one generally needs more in their life. I mean, maybe like 1 or 2 things, possibly, depending on what you're doing and what you're up to. But like, I just think no, we don't need too many extra things. More relaxation. I think the quarantine is a good time for people to take a step back and just say, let's reevaluate exactly what's important and what I should be doing. That's what I think. Am I doing too much? Am I working too hard?
Coffee.
Possibly. We should all try and relax here. He says after having stayed up to make a video. It's good. It'll be good. It'll be good. I really hope that drive's fine. I haven't tested it yet. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Anyway. Judah says, "Did you see that there's 2-month sub badges?" No. That's new. Man, Twitch is in here ruining all my stuff. Ruining all my stuff. Penguin Frog says, "Did you kill your drive?" No, I didn't kill my drive. It's just when we made the video last night, we shot it on the Black Magic, so it gets written to a hard drive. I mean, it's a solid state drive, so it's not, there's no moving parts, but you know what I mean. And like, we shot it, and then I was like, that's it, and I sat it on my desk. So like, I haven't plugged it into a computer. And there's always this fear after you shoot something of like, before you have those files on your computer, before you can take those and duplicate them. Good catch, me. Before you can do all that and make sure that, you know, everything is there and exists, before that happens, there is definitely a fear. So, right now, the files exist on Toast Flip. They exist on the hard drive and nowhere else, and I haven't looked at them to make sure that they are functional. They're probably fine. Probably fine. It's just a fear that you have. Anyway. Oh, I was wondering if there was going to be lyrics. There's not lyrics. Alice Forsyth gives subs, 1 to Crypt Black Sword and 1 to The Magical Gamer. Thank you, Alice. Appreciate it. 300 bits from What Is Even in This Game. Hey guys, hope everyone is having a great morning. I wanted to get some advice about recordings, specifically on how to care for your voice through the recording. I have to record a presentation for a conference, which I've never done before, and I don't know if there are any tips so you don't lose your voice halfway through the recording. Thanks. That's a hard one. There's probably like things to do that I very subconsciously do because I've been doing this so long, but they're not overt. It's not like advice I could give because it's probably just ways in which I operate. Chad is saying hydrate, and that's probably the best thing that you can do. If you're giving a presentation, you're going to have natural pauses and stuff anyway. Use that time to take a sip of water. It's probably obvious, but don't strain your voice. It's the quickest way to hurt your voice is, if you do some sort of, like, crazy sounding thing, which I guess you wouldn't do for a presentation for a conference. It'd be a little odd. So you'll probably be fine. I would say just drink water and just kind of pace yourself, and you'll be all right. Tatsy says, "Don't do what Mal did for Raru." Don't do that. That would be bad, huh?
You want a chewy bar? Coffee.
No, I'm okay. I still have half of a Pop-Tart. She's coming back up. She's on her way. Let's see. We get 300 bits from Prince, who says, "Hi, important question. Who are your favorite 3 villagers?" I want answers from both of you. Mine are the Legend of Zelda villagers you could get in New Leaf with amiibos, Pig Ganon, Wolf Link, and Epona the Horse. With amiibo exclusives excluded, I'd have to say I love Cookie, the pink dog, Kid, Blue Goat, and a new favorite is Muffy, a black sheep with purple horns, and one of my starting villagers. Favorite 3 villagers in Animal Crossing.
Rosie,
Punchy,
and Zucker.
I like Zucker. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really not familiar enough with the game to list villagers. I don't have any favorite villagers from previous games. So I can only name ones that I like from this game.
That you have right now.
I started the game with Sylvia.
And Lyman.
I like Sylvia. Sylvia's a hardworking single mother of one. She's a great person to be around. I like her a lot. Other ones I like that are in my town that I know of. I like Puck. He's a penguin that really likes hockey. Probably the ones I really like.
Who's your hacker one?
Graham. He's all right.
Mm-hmm.
He's funny because his house is computers, and that's neat. And I just got another kangaroo called Rooney, and I like him. I don't have any that I'm like over the moon about. There's not any that I'm like, oh, I would die for this animal. Like, this is the one. But that I don't hate any of them. I've so many. I'm not going to name any names, but I've talked to so many of my friends, like in the Stephen and Friends group, that like there's a few people that like they hate certain villagers. Like someone comes in their town and they're like, I am going to get rid of them, and I don't know. I don't get it. Like, there's some that, they're not my favorite, but there's none that I'm like, oh, I've got to get rid of this person, No, none of them really seem that bad. They're fine. There's none that are, like, my favorite, but, like, they're alright. And so we got 300 bits from Prince, who says, I wasn't going to cheer again, but then you were like, glitter you can eat. Wait, those are sprinkles. And sprinkles is not edible glitter. Edible glitter is legit a thing already. Just go to a cake decorating supply aisle and there's all sorts of edible glitters. Luster Dust is the one I'm most familiar with. It's super fine and soft and it's great for painting over fondant with a slightly damp brush. My mom does cake decorating sometimes and I'm a baking show nerd. Help. Oh. Well, I feel like I've seen edible glitter, which is technically different than sprinkles. But I think I don't know how I would feel about it. Would I consume it? I guess so. If it's on a cake, I assume I can eat it. If someone made a cake with like plastic glitter, I think I'd have to report them.
From what I've seen with luster dust, and the ones I've seen, there might be different ones. It's like super, super fine, like that nail powder that you buff into your nails and make like a shiny thing. That's what it reminds me of. Not that you know what either of those two things are.
No.
But it's like super, super fine. Like you can't even like see the little tiny things.
Honestly, I've probably had it and don't remember. But generally, if people serve me cake, I'm probably not scrutinizing the cake very much. I'm probably eating the cake, you know? So that's probably why I don't remember it. That said, I also like sprinkles.
Sprinkles are fine?
I like them on donuts. It's my favorite. It's my favorite method of ingesting sprinkles. 3 into bits. From Vena Conqueso Macart, who says, random breakfast thought. In Thailand, I used to have condensed milk with white bread. In America, that translated to eating croissants with condensed milk. Breakfast is weird.
Like just regular condensed milk?
That's not a thing that I've ever seen anyone drink. Condensed milk.
Yeah. I mean, you can turn condensed milk into, like, caramel. I think it's condensed milk. It might be the other one.
I mean, like...
Normally here, it's used in desserts as a ingredient.
Venice is, yeah. Like, no one that I know drinks condensed milk, but, like, it is food. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, it is sweet.
Like, there's no reason you can't do it. It's just that is definitely not really a thing. Jessica says horchata, which would be...
Rice milk?
Yeah. I think it's rice milk, but that's also sweet. Mm-hmm. So, that's... Interesting. Yeah, I've never had that, but now I'm really curious. I'll eat a croissant with like anything.
Sherlock says I put condensed milk in iced coffee. Yeah, I would do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really do a whole lot of milk or cream or anything in coffee, but occasionally I will. Mm-hmm. And like condensed milk is fine. But yeah, I've never heard of just actually like straight up drinking it. It's interesting. 500 bits from Mr. Gameboy 18. Mal, what style of painting have you not done that you have always wanted to do, but just haven't tried or haven't been able to because of materials or tools? I've always been a fan of the Japanese style, the way the demons and gods look, especially stuff like Okami. Steven, is there a style of filming you haven't done that you have wanted to do? I've always wanted to make a horror film.
Had always.
Check.
Past tense.
Past tense. What about you?
I've wanted to try painting like Pollock just because it would be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
But I'd have to do it outside.
Yeah,
and then I would also have environmental concerns with the paint getting like on the grass and stuff.
Yeah, and you have to smoke.
No, that's not happening ever.
It's not the Pollock experience if there's not some ashes in the painting. You gotta take up smoking first.
No. Otherwise, like a type of art. I don't know. I wish I could do like ceramics. Like if I had a kiln and like glaze and clay, that would be cool. Or woodworking. I was in woodworking a lot in middle school and high school. Like the only girl in shop class. Mm-hmm. And I really loved it because my dad did a lot of that. So.
I would love to see you try to do the what is the name? There is a name. The Okami style. It's the brush.
I haven't had enough sleep.
It's the brush. There's a name for it, and I can't remember what the Sumi. Sumi, isn't that it? Sumi-e?
Yeah.
However you pronounce that. Yeah, that's it.
Or doing like the woodblock prints, like the one guy.
Yeah.
The ukiyo-e. I think. Eat. I haven't slept enough.
Sumie? Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to say Sumi. Leave off that, that extra vowel. That'd be neat. It's fun to see you do things that you don't normally do.
Yeah. For a while, Haley was doing linoleum cuts. And
Yeah,
I thought about getting into that, but one of the things I was always concerned about, which is why I took screen printing, printmaking in college, and not linoleum, was I was concerned with the materials and what was in linoleum, because I'm concerned there might be latex.
Well, there's always time to try new things. There's always time to try new things. 300 bits from Penguin Frog who says, my cat once was pawing at the door to get in, so I got up to let her in, and she made a beeline for my chair, which she sat in and started purring so loudly. Also, Dunkin' Donuts hash browns are the best of the fast food hash browns.
I wish we could taste test hash browns right now.
God, how fun would it be to wake up super early and go to
pick
all
up like 4 different hash browns
and then do a taste test. It'd be fun. Maybe in the after times.
Yeah, once it's the after times.
In the after times. Maybe we'll do that. I really like Dunkin' Donuts. Well, it's hard too because I just really like hash browns. I just get really excited. I'm getting the hash brown sweats. I really like Dunkin' Donuts. Really is like S tier, like real good.
Waffle House is closed.
Stop! Do not speak its name. I don't want to be reminded that Waffle House is closed. Dunkin' Donuts is really good. I know some people really don't like them, but there's something very classic and satisfying and calming about the McDonald's puck.
I've never had it.
Of a hash brown. It might just be because I have fond memories of being on road trips as a kid and going through the McDonald's drive-thru in the morning when breakfast was still being served and getting a little hash brown puck. I like that.
I think the idea of a hash brown puck disgusted me as a child.
Why?
And I didn't like hash browns when they were served at lunchtime, so I never liked them until...
I can do that.
Don't.
Quill. Yeah. Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts and I like McDonald's. And if you want to, the line between hash browns and tater tots are thin anyway. So if you want to consider tater tots, Sonic actually has really good tater tots for a fast food place. I like Sonic's stuff. That's probably a pretty good selection of hash browns. I don't know who else does them. I mean, if you can get to a Waffle House, sure. It's gonna be the best. Ooh. Well, I like Bo Rounds. A lot of people don't like them that much.
I'd rather have the fries
because they're thick. They're really thick. They're about excuse me. They're about twice the thickness of a McDonald's hash browns. And the McDonald's hash brown, when you bite into it, is kind of crispy on both sides. So you're getting that crisp crunch the whole way through. And in the Bojangles ones, they're pretty thick. So, I like them, but would I actually prefer a McDonald's one? I think so, yeah. I like the crunchiness of the McDonald's ones. Anyway, moving on. 3-month sub from Mick W626. Mick, thank you. Congrats on Plus. The Milk Bomb from Penguin Frog. 10 subs to Jeff the Magician, Majora Curse, ESPN Hockey, Tony Tank 721, Laughing Boy LP, Hell X1B2, Purple Dragon 796, The Ryeman 06, Lorecore 10, and The Knight of Void. Penguin Frog, thank you. Sincerely appreciate it. Excuse me, I had a little burp. Oh, I had a little burp today. 300 bits from Danny X6 who said, Shoulder's Milk Bombs bring all the boys to the yard. I'm going to stop there. Might be for the best. Thank you, Danny. Mr. Game Boy gives a sub to Doodle. Thank you, Mr. Game Boy. Alice Forsyth gives 2 subs, one to Valen is Me and one to Speed Blunky. Thanks for that. 300 bits from Joldre who says, gotta keep everyone refreshed. To everyone who got subs, enjoy. Can't wait to see you all around. I sincerely appreciate that, Jill Trey. And so many new folks have subs and get to enjoy them this week. And I'm excited about that. It's really nice. Oh my goodness, sing about your first ever 2-hour breakfast stream? Almost lunch. Breakfast stream went long today. I guess that is true. I hope everyone has enjoyed breakfast or maybe lunch for you. Maybe even it's dinner. Having some pork and some toast. Just realize that is probably something that is gross. What was I trying to say? What was I was, what goes with pork? Why did I fill in with toast? Pork and beans. I bet I was thinking of beans. Gosh darn it, I said toast. I said toast.
I need to check turnip prices.
Oh, the pre-12?
Yes.
You have an hour.
I know.
You have an hour. Don't ask me again. You have an hour. We only have a few left here anyway. Don't bring that up to me. If you get to the point where you have to check them or you're gonna die, then just go get your Switch. But you have an entire hour, and that is crazy to me that you would even bring it up. That's a long time.
Someone in chat reminded me.
It's a long time. It's a long time. Again, if you're gonna die, then I would prefer you to not die. So get your Switch. But like, you'll be fine. Also, your prices Tuesday morning, they're not good. They're not good. They're always bad. Anyway, that was 5,000 bits from Mr. Gameboy 18, who said, "Sing about your first ever 2-hour breakfast stream, almost lunch for some of us." And yeah, this we've continually broken records over the past like 2 to 3 weeks. Just because we've just been going long. And like I haven't really minded because I'm like, this is fun. I like this. Please give social activity. We'll accept. Put social activity into jab the social activity into my leg, yeah? Little reference for folks. Mr. Gameboy, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. And I hope everyone enjoys their dinner tonight of pork and toast. Angeman85 gives a sub to Chazstick. Appreciate it. Thank you. Furious Kid gives a sub to Phoenix Girl 1. Thanks for that. We got a 10-month resub from Cloud Up who says, "Hey, my son Sebastian says hi. He loves you." Hi, Sebastian. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe, having a good time. We got Alice Forsyth gifting a sub to Brianna906. Appreciate that. We got 300 bits here from Goldmage162 who says, "Yesterday, and especially the night before, were really, really bad for me mentally speaking, and seeing/hearing the both of you in breakfast stream are notably helpful for my mental health. So, thank you. Therefore, I feel I should warn you that in the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, the reason the sailor had an albatross around his neck is that he had shot and killed it and brought bad luck to his fellow sailors. So don't kill your albatrosses." Noted. We just want them to fly away, but without like being attached to us. That's the goal. Noted. Also, I'm glad that we can be a maybe like a recentering for people, having something to look forward to that feels familiar twice a week. I mean, if you consider game streams, I guess 3 times a week, just is nice for folks. So I'm glad that we can be that for people. That means a lot to me. And like, you know, I always try to help people understand that like that same recentering, as Satsy says, an anchor to sanity, that same anchor, that same recentering for the audience is also there for us.
Yeah. Like,
it's nice to know, like, on Tuesday morning, I'm going to get up, no matter what's happened, no matter how little sleep I've had, and I'm going to do this thing because this is my social activity, and this brings joy to me as well. So it's like a two-way street. I know a lot of times people think of it as like we are doing a show, and like to some extent, yeah, we are. But also, it's really helpful for me, especially during this time. It's a recentering for me too. It's like, well, hey, there's some level of normalcy because on Tuesday morning, I'm going to get up and do breakfast stream. And that's been nice. Furious Kitty gives a sub to Spiritet93. Kitty, thank you. Andrew in the kitchen sends 300 bits and says, we've pretty much had dessert every day after dinner, so eating an entire cake in 4 days isn't that bad. I've been needing to get the baking bug out of me, but there are no eggs, so it's hard to bake too. See, I've actually heard a lot of people talking about the difficulty of getting eggs, but we've seen eggs pretty consistently. Even in all of the markets, there's been eggs.
Yeah, I feel like there's been eggs everywhere we've gone.
It's interesting hearing the regional differences.
Yeah.
So, it's strange, but I hope that you find eggs. I hope that you find them and you can get the baking bug out. Because this is a really great time to do it.
Well, Andrew was making egg tarts, and they looked really good.
Oh, really?
And then, was it whipped coffee or something? I think was on the Instagram.
I want whipped coffee.
Oh, I think you would like it. No, maybe. Oh, the Dalgonia coffee? I saw the photos of it. I need to figure out how to make it. But it's like whipped cream, because you take heavy whipping cream, I think, and then you whip it with coffee, and then you put it over like a coffee as a topping, maybe? I don't know. I saw a photo, and that's kind of what I inferred from the photo.
Interesting. I don't know. That would be weird for me because
2 tablespoons instant coffee, 2 tablespoons sugar, 2 tablespoons hot water, whisk until thick.
Like, I don't like the texture of whipped cream, but I really like the taste of coffee. So the question would be, could one overcome the other? It's possible. 1,400 bits from Rianne74. That was our cursed Waffle House alert. Rianne, thank you. We had 19 months from Reed the Nintendo Painter. Says 19 months with awesomely awesome people. Reed, appreciate it. Thank you for that. We also got a year from Konosuga who says, yay, a year! Congratulations on 1 entire year of crunch. Enjoy your 1. And then 300 bits from Konosuga says, just make grilled cheese, then you've got toast for lunch. Now I'm envisioning a grilled cheese pork sandwich. Oh, you know what you could do? Pulled pork, slice of cheese. That's a lot of people don't do cheese with pulled pork.
No.
But I would do it. A slice of Colby Jack. That would be fine. Slice of Colby Jack, some Carolina Gold sauce. That's it. That's what I want. That's what I want to eat. Joldre gives a sub to Tegan Cirrus. Joldre, thank you. And I got through all the alerts. And is it 11 a.m.? It is. This is the longest breakfast stream we have ever done. But we can probably end now. And then you can check turnip prices. And I can check turnip prices too. And then we can collapse.
Yeah, take a nap.
We can collapse. Actually, I can't collapse yet. Before I went to bed, I scheduled Mario and only Mario. So, Memorable Moment will not come out in 30 minutes or 27 minutes if I don't do that. So I need to make sure that gets done.
Yeah. And we got a nap so we can get up for our meeting.
Oh, God. It's going to be a day.
Yeah.
It's going to be a day. Hooray. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Sincerely appreciate it. Hope you've had a good time. Obviously, we will be back on
Thursday.
On Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Hope you will choose to join us then. Otherwise, this will be out on YouTube as soon as possible. I'm still working on getting vlogs out. This week's going to be a little weird for vlog releases because there's just some other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Doing my best. Doing my best. All right, let's read these last few things. Jodre gives a sub to CJ Blackthorn. Thank you, Jodre. 300 bits from Summerbank, who says, honk for the long crunch. 300 bits also from Sachi, says, hope you're enjoying spring because it looks nice out there. Shame about the COVIDs. Thank you, Satsy. And then 100 bits from Jessica Leota. Jessica, thank you. To everyone, have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll see you back here on Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern for more Breakfast Stream.